Everyone loves Ash. Most people love Serena. So if you do the math, most people love Serena and Ash. Did you know there was an episode in which Serena literally dresses as Ash and even commands Pikachu in a battle? It's actually one of amourshipper's favorite episodes, and everyone seems to love it when I make amourshipping videos, so I thought I'd give a spotlight to this episode. As always with these classic episode reviews, I'll recap the entire episode and then give my thoughts along the way before giving my review at the end. So get your Pokemon food, put your rodent phones away, and let's recap the events of Pokemon XY episode 115, Battling at Full Volume. While awaiting what would be one of Ash's most iconic gym battles at Snowbell City, Ash is training with both Greninja and Pikachu. After an Electro Ball and Cut collision, the aftermath hits the river, which splashes Ash with some water. Bonnie and Clement comment on how seriously Ash is taking his training, and then Serena chimes in that Ash is going to catch a cold, so she throws him a towel. He says he's going to be just fine and then immediately sneezes, so that's actually a red flag. How dare you be lying to Serena and your friends? Cancel this dude! We then cut to Giovanni, who is praising Team Rocket for their good work, so we all know this is just a dream, and sure enough it is. When Team Rocket discusses their plan to capture a Pikachu, this guy appears on top of a cliff and starts jamming the hell out. Team Rocket didn't want to hear it, but this guy introduces himself as Jimmy and his partner Pikachu Spike. Spike is rocking a sick ass mohawk and he loves to jam out. This guy has some sort of childhood drama associated with Pikachu and he's made it his entire personality trait, but that's okay, I think. Jimmy asks Team Rocket where that Pikachu is, and it's clear as day that he's ready to go challenge it. Bonnie, Clement, and Serena are getting ready for lunch, but Ash doesn't seem to be ready, so Bonnie goes to wake him up. He wakes up clearly in a daze, and you can tell because he has blush on his face. And this is the moment that all the amourshipers, or Sato Seda fans in Japanese, live for. He walks past Bonnie and goes right for the comfort of Serena falling in her arms. He falls to her and puts this face. Like, come on, Pokemon knew exactly what they were doing, let's not beat around the bush. He tells Serena now's her chance. Now. And like, what do you mean by that? Serena says, what's wrong? And then Ash says, Serena gets flustered, the tensions rise, he grabs her hand and says, Iron Tail Pikachu, before collapsing. Pokemon really trolled all of us, and that's honestly hilarious, how extra intentional that is. Ash has an extreme fever, so they put him back to bed. They all huddle around him, and Pikachu is extra worried when the boy Clement says that he's gonna go grab some medicine, and Bonnie decides to tag along. Serena and Pikachu stay back with Ash to make sure nothing happens, which I'm sure nothing will. Serena's Pokemon helps Serena by getting water for the river and helping to tend to Ash, which is honestly extremely wholesome. And for some reason, Sylveon's feet are miscolored in the scene, but yeah, why would you even be looking here? As Serena exclaims that she's gonna mend Ash back to health, we hear a guitar riff in the distance, and it's none other than Jimmy, no, not this Jimmy, but this one, who has come to challenge Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town and his powerful Pikachu. Jimmy starts going on a spiel about how he wants to be the best Pikachu trainer, and he only battles Pikachu, and dude, we get it, you're obsessed with Pikachu, holy shit man, take a chill pill. But when he's doing this scene, Pikachu's classic design is in the background, which is a pretty nice Easter egg. He only wants to battle Ash, and he wants to make sure it's Pikachu against Pikachu, no exceptions. Maybe he's just a Pikachu trainer from the Let's Go games. Really quick, his Pikachu has an extremely awesome personality. I love how he's always rocking out, and he gets so rocked out here that he gets dizzy. Serena says she's gonna grab Ash so this guy can take a chill pill, but once going inside, she realizes that he's in no shape to battle, and that's when she spots his clothes on his bed. We then cut to Ash finally leaving his tent and challenges Jimmy to a battle. Wait a second, that's not Ash, that's Clement in disguise. Okay, but seriously, Serena puts on his clothes and goes full into the cosplay, even mimicking his voice and everything. Jimmy obviously doesn't notice the difference and then decides to battle Serena and Ash using Spike the Pikachu. Pikachu then tells Serena that he's gonna battle alongside her. From the distance, Team Rocket is watching them and also buys the disguise as a twerp, and they plan on capturing Ash's Pikachu once this weekend if Jimmy proves to be as strong as he claims to be. Serena Ash then sends out Pikachu to battle, and the battle begins. Pikachu goes for Quick Attack, and Spike matches it with both of them colliding, proving to be equal in strength thus far. Spike goes for Thunder Punch, which Pikachu quickly dodges and retaliates with Thunderbolt, which misses due to Spike using Dig. Confused on what to do, Serena starts thinking what would Ash do in this situation, and that's when Pikachu encourages her. She says that she's seen Ash battle more than anyone, which actually is a total lie, but I guess she doesn't know that now, does she? She recalls what Pikachu did against Bunnelby in his gym battle against Clement, and commands Pikachu to use Iron Tail on the ground, sending Spike flying out. One more Iron Tail gets called for, and it directly lands on Spike, sending him flying. What looks like a KO doesn't result in much, as Spike stands up like normal. Serena's acting tough and confident on the outside, but on the inside she's happy that her strategy actually worked. Jessie then says that since Spike looks just as strong as Ash's Pikachu, that after the battle they should just snag both and get a 2-for-1 Pikachu deal. Meanwhile, Clement and Bonnie just get to the pharmacy, and then one scene later they're instantly right there next to Serena. I'm guessing Clement used one of his inventions to teleport. They come back and almost immediately give away the charade, with Bonnie asking Serena what she's doing, and so Serena goes ahead and fills them in on the situation. Bonnie then teases Serena a bit since she knows what's what, and Serena can't stop herself from blushing endlessly. Bonnie and Clement give Ash some medicine immediately, and then Serena goes for Thunderbolt, which Spike counters with the same move, showing their evenness once again. They both go for Quick Attack, but right before colliding, two claws come out of nowhere and grab the two mouse Pokemon. Team Rocket comes out of nowhere dressed like this, and start doing a variation of their motto, which just doesn't hit the same. Eventually they reveal themselves, and honestly the entire runtime of that was almost 2 minutes, or almost 10% of the entire episode. Was that really necessary? Come on, bro. Jimmy recognizes them as the ones that told him about Pikachu. Luckily both Pikachus are just there chilling and not even trying to escape. Jessie then calls out that the twerpette is dressed as a twerp, and Meow says that she must be into cosplays, so yep, my comment from earlier is actually correct. Finally, the Pikachu try to use Thunderbolt, but it doesn't work as they made it so their machine doesn't absorb electricity. They try to escape, but they're hit with the water type attack. Who could it be? Maybe it's like the time Gary returned to Pokemon Journeys, so it must be Gary. Nope, it's Ash who's already healed up. I don't know what Clement gave him, but there's no way in hell Ash should have fully recovered in like 3 minutes. My man was just faking the sickness. Serena calls him out that they were so sick, what happened, and he just goes, don't worry about it. Serena finally reveals that she was disguised as Ash, and she removes her cap and tosses it over to Ash. He grabs it like a boss, and Jessie and James send out their Pokemon to attack Greninja, but Greninja just uses Water Shuriken, and at the same time Serena commands all of her Pokemon to attack too. In the explosion, Greninja uses Cut to free the two Pikachu, who then run back to their trainers. Spike and Pikachu both aim their Thunderbolts at Team Rocket, which blasts them off. Jimmy then tells Serena that he doesn't like that he was fooled, but after seeing how she handled the Pokemon, she totally rock and rolled. Which I just noticed he says, and this Jimmy also says, so that's kinda cool. Ash challenges Jimmy to a battle, which he accepts, but Ash says that he's hungry so he needs to eat first. Looks like Jimmy has a bit of crush on Serena, and he's happy when she invites him to eat lunch with them. He eats dinner alongside them, and I'm sure we have a new longtime rival to push both Ash and Pikachu into greater heights. So this episode was definitely interesting to me. I really enjoyed Serena in this episode, and her handling of Pikachu, who was also an amazing character in this episode. Jimmy was a fun character of the day who was both fun, but also friendly. His rock and roll aesthetic was a bit much at times, but overall it wasn't too bad. The highlight of this episode is definitely Spike. Spike was so cute and I absolutely loved his moveset, and honestly makes for really fun and dynamic shots. This episode, let's be honest, was a clear cut and dry amourshipping geared episode. They established it early on, and they didn't try to make it anything subtle. Hell, the Japanese name for this episode is Serena becomes Satoshi, the strongest Pikachu showdown. Lots of moments of Serena blushing around Ash, and showing that she really cares for him and even sees herself as the person that saw him battle the most out of anyone. They also baited a lot of moments from Ash as well. There's the obvious I love you fake out, but then there's also him being blushed out falling into Serena's arms. To me, all characters played their parts well, and the pacing of this episode was handled also really well. The only downside I felt was that Team Rocket singing and revealing themselves definitely dragged out way too long for my comfort, but that's fine. And also having Ash recover as if he was in a Pokemon Center was crazy work, not gonna lie. I guess my boy legit is in the top 1% of recovering genetics. Overall, I found myself enjoying this episode quite a bit, and I'll be giving it a 9 out of 10. Its fast pacing aside from the Team Rocket was definitely a highlight, but also making it really fun off one character of the day was nice. It was a good episode to break off from the upcoming jam-packed episodes, which include him battling Alon, Sawyer, and Wolfric. This is one of those episodes you could throw on whenever and have a pretty good time. Let me know which episode you want to see me cover for my throwback episode review in the comments below, and if you want to see the other episodes I've covered, check out the playlist in the description. For now, I've got an Ash cosplay I've got to do, so I'm out. Peace.